welcome back to Man Cave Workshop, and thank you so much for joining me again. Right, we've got a Hacker on the bench now, and this is a Hacker Autocrat. Now they do an Autocrat 2, but this is the original Autocrat. The model number's RP33. It's got a tone control, a long wave, an auto button, which I should imagine is auto tuning, perhaps drags the frequency in a bit more, not sure, and medium wave as well. It's got a tuning knob here and on-off volume switch here. Now this is how it comes. You can see already the dog's barking. The dog's barking again. It's missing its badge logo here. Now I think I've got one of them lying about. It's also missing an end cap from the handle. It's got one on that side. Oh, look here, that'll be an external aerial, I imagine, and that'll be the headphone jack. It's got all its feet on the bottom, serial number 21855. The grill's not in bad condition actually. Now I bought this on the understanding that it didn't work, and just looking at the back panel there, that's a little bit warped. I have to do something about that. I don't know if it shows up, but it dips in, and yeah, it's a little bit warped. I think I might have a spare one of them knocking about too. I do have quite some spares, but I haven't got mountains and mountains. I tend to look at my spares and then look at a radio that's for sale with missing bits and think, have I got them bits? So inside it we've got a separate amp board, nice metal speaker. I don't know what make that is. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a Goodman's. I don't know what size it is or anything. A ferrite rod, tuning cap, and just looking down here, and we've got AF117s already, two of them. So I should imagine they've grown whiskers, and that's why the seller's saying it doesn't work. It takes 2 PP9 batteries, and let's connect it to the bench supply and give it 18 volts, because that's what it's expecting. So let's put the positive on there, follow this negative wire, and it actually loops back to this terminal. Okay, let's switch it up. Long wave, and it actually works, this radio. Medium wave. Now what's happened is, I have had a little look with it, and the seller was right, it was completely dead, and it is a bit temperamental, and just by tapping these AF117s, it actually sprang back into life, which is good but disappointing as well. So I guess, do you want to watch another video of the whole thing being recapped and general service again? Get the badge on, clean the case up, put the end cap on.
That's fantastic.
And Joe, jams?
It does sound quite nice actually. Do we want another video like that? Or shall we just button this one up and move on to the next radio? Okay, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We don't want to see another recap. What I'll do, I'll do all the work on it. Zap them AF117s. I have covered that in another video. I've also covered recapping. If there's anything interesting pops up, I'll get the camera rolling and add it onto the next part of this video. Okay, having a think. I might as well keep the camera rolling. Something to watch, isn't it? Let's dismantle this thing. Before we do, let's see if the modern PP9 battery fits. It goes that way. That seems to fit in okay. Oh, look at that. So does it go that way? Oh yes, yeah, they do fit. They do fit, no problem. So that's worth noting before we start ripping it to pieces. Right, okay, let's get this end cap off here. We should just ping off. They're just on a little. It's like a little clip. It is starting to come off now. Let's show you what I'm doing. Oh, this is good already, isn't it? Because it's stuck. Can we get... Don't want to damage the case. So this electrical screwdriver's got like an insulation on it, so it shouldn't damage the case. Could always get the mallet out. That'd be more fun. Oh, there we go. And we've lost that completely. So there it is. Let's pop it in a little tub. That was fun, wasn't it? We're already having fun, just getting a cap off the end. Right, let's get these screws out. Let's get the right size screwdriver. Let's get the right size screwdriver. This spade head screws. I absolutely detest these. They all should be Phillips or sort of star head screws. It's all a bit mucky, this radio, which is a bit of a change. Usually the radios I've got in, last few have been immaculately clean. Now this one's looking a bit sorry for itself. As always, I just put a little bit of tape on, and then we know then we know the way it goes back. Yeah, it's that grubby, the tape doesn't want to stick. Alright, let's get the other side off. Oh, it's all fell off. Ah well, let's just get this out. Dog barking, dog barking. Right, let's pop them on one side, then we know how they actually go back together. Very light piece of aluminium, this. Looks like it'll shine up okay. Just put that on one side. So, in theory, the chassis should just lift out now. In theory. Doesn't want to. It was stuck in quite well, that. Okay, let's disconnect the... Oh wow, this is... I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to squirt a little bit of this stuff on it. I prefer this to WD-40. Don't worry, when I put it back I will be using proper electrical cleaner. But this is just in an attempt to free it up. I don't think it's been off at all, or the board was actually bending. We don't want to snap it. There we go. That made it much easier. And disconnect the speaker. Just having a quick look. It went to the bottom. Not that that really matters. See if the chassis comes out completely. What's holding it now? Oh, the external aerial. Pull that off. So there's the chassis out. The amp board. don't know if you're enjoying this disassemble video. Oh, look at that! These are like little plasticky rubber nuts sort of thing that go on a thread, but that one's all chewed up. And they are quite tricky to get off. Luckily, being a guitar player, I've got calluses on the ends of my fingers on this hand, so that helps a lot. Yeah, a bit fiddly this one. It is properly chewed up. I do think I've got a few of these knocking about, or could put nuts on. Am I getting in the way so you can't see anything? This one's more fiddly because it's chewed up. It hasn't. You can't see what I'm doing. It hasn't got the clearance. It keeps hitting this plate that holds the output transistors, so it doesn't spin very well. I think we might have. Nope, not yet. It's got to come off completely. Sometimes you can slide them out, which I think in this case it would be this side to take off first, and then be able to slide them out. It's all interesting stuff, isn't it? Of course, could press pause. Well, where's the fun in that? It's more fun watching somebody struggle. I don't know if this is actually threaded. It doesn't seem to be moving at all. Let's see if we can persuade it with a screwdriver under it. Let's get a smaller one. Yeah, I think the thread's totally gone on that. It's just a case of prizing it off, really. So let's pull this little amp board out and have a look at it. Somehow. Oh, that really doesn't want to come out of there. Do we have to take the speaker out first to get the amp board out? Now we've got that chewed up. Yeah, it's been really chewed up, that you can see. So does the speaker have to come out? Let's pull these connections off here to see if that gives it enough clearance to come out. Well, this is a first for me. I've never known a radio you have to take the speaker out before the amp board. Let's get one of these on this speaker. Am I actually breaking everything there? It's leaning on it. Let's move the main board out of the way. What do you reckon? What do you reckon they are? I think they are 4BAs usually. Yeah. So it's got a washer, a star washer, and a nut. Something to put them in. Put all the bits in this little container. Are you enjoying this? Watching it come apart? Is it boring? Is it good? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Yeah, I think what we'll do is just do this as a disassembly video then. And that's exactly what we've done. Well, we've tested it and it works, but it didn't. Like I say, the one of the AF117s, when I first examined the radio, it was dead, and one of the AF117s just needed a tap to move some of its whiskers. Can I get to that? I can't really get to that. I'll have to get the extension for this. as quick as I can. So let's see if we can. No, that's not gonna. It's not gonna work. Whoa, that's. So yeah, it's such a tight fit that I thought you had to take. The speaker's gonna have to come off anyway, but it's such a tight fit up against this speaker. There's the amp board. Probably looks a lot cleaner on video than it is. It is a bit dusty and manky. So yeah, these are all the original capacitors in there. We might as well do a full, give this radio the full works. And the speaker's got no dust bunnies in it. Does it say what the speaker is? Oh, they faded. Possibly 25 ohms. Now what I'll do, let's get all these, let's move that out of the way now and get all these nuts and bolts in a container before we lose the lot. And what I'll do now is I'm gonna wind this video up in a second. But I was looking for a schematic diagram for the radio, and I couldn't find one anywhere. So just a bit of a shout out, thank you to Paul Cody's, who had a copy of the service manual and pinged it over to me. So yeah, thank you very much, Paul. This should make it interesting. See, look here, we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, there. Just looking. AC 1, 2. Oh no, that. Just try to see how many AF117s are in there. Let's have a look at the board again. So there's obviously 2 there that you can see. I don't know what's under here. Not sure. Oh yeah, it's just a screw that holds it in. There's a capacitor there. That looks like it'll need changing. And anyway, just because the radio didn't work, just by tapping this guy here, it sprung back into life. Yeah, well, you can leave me now, guys, to have a read through this. Like I say, thank you very much, Paul. I'll get familiar with the radio before we do any more work on it. So as always, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, leave it in the comments. If you've not enjoyed it, then let me know, because it can get a bit boring and repetitive, some of this work. So yeah, be good to each other, and I will catch you next time.